Anyway, speaking of cringe, making trades will take the booze, yeah. Dope, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, extra virgin olive oil gang, hope you're good. How you been keeping? I'm good. Today we're going to make a video critiquing the Critic. Hope you enjoy. Oh, God. But before we get into all of that, today's Bromeo card of the day is Barry from Brilliant Stars. I mean, he shares a name with me, and what better than a blonde-haired, skinny-armed Barry to go along with the video. Hope you enjoy. Yes, somebody had to do it, and on this occasion, it was me. Now, I'm not the biggest Jason Paige fan. However, I think that some Pokemon content creators tend to create content just for the sake of creating content. The most recent video from Opossum is really a nothing video. There's nothing in it. He goes in to talk about Jason Paige attending a convention and speaking to a vendor about swapping his card or trading his card for Pokemon product, i.e. packs or cards, etc., etc.
Grand opening of the Pokemon Center in Taiwan.
Wow.
So it has one card in there in the Pikachu.
Oh, really? That one?
No, this is different.
How much is that one?
35.
35. All right. Let's do that for a regular auto. So then you get the $50 auto for a $35 trade.
I'll do that.
Yes?
Yeah.
Now, the thing, Opossum, is I want to know who made you the gatekeeper of what's appropriate within the hobby. Who made you the legislator for what defines legal tender within the Pokemon hobby, or any hobby for that matter? The other thing that perhaps you have not thought about within all of this, Opossum, is you are showing something that's cringe. Okay, I can reason with you on that yes, perhaps it is a little bit cringe for somebody like Jason Paige to want to swap his signature for product, right? Okay, I get that. I understand that. I see where you're coming from. However, you're talking about legal tender and how, you know, would you swap a signature for a meal in McDonald's?
It's really weird, especially when you're trying to purchase stuff with your autograph. It's just really, really strange. Do you do that other places too? Like, do you go to McDonald's and go ask for like a number one, you need a Big Mac or a double Big Mac? They have those there too now. And you're like, hey man, I don't have the $12 for it, but how does a full art signed auto sound for you?
I know it's just satire, but look, that's somebody buying something. Here, this is a trade happening. Now, the other thing as well that potentially you might not have thought about, Opossum, is when you make videos like this, the vendor who agreed to do the swap, by the way, was never forced, not coerced, potentially felt like maybe he might have felt, I mean, we'll never know until we speak to him, might have felt a little bit awkward about the situation. However, when you make videos like this, Opossum, what you do is you actually question the credibility and the business sense of the vendor who agreed to do the swap, who agreed to do the trade, okay? Now, this person, I'm sure if they're vending at a collector-con, at a convention, they know exactly what they're doing, okay? I'm sure the man has his own balls in order to be able to say, listen, Jason, I like you, but I don't want your autograph. Who are you to stand up for that man and also undermine his position as a business owner, okay? That's one thing. Further to that, you say you've got nothing against Jason Paige, but then go on a barrage about how he needs to feed himself and he's homeless, and had it not been for Logan Paul entering into the hobby and pumping Pokemon, that he might have been, you know, struggling financially. We don't know any of that, but you can't say on one hand that I've got no issue with you, man, you're cool, blah, 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 do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of value right there. I'm sure there's some people that like Jason Paige. I don't dislike the dude or anything.
And then at the same time, run this barrage of, you know, it's not abuse, but run this barrage of like negative things in a jokey way. Yes, okay, you're joking, but it's still negative, you know.
But offering your autograph as legal tender is just weird, man. Jason Paige better be thankful for the Pokemon boom. He better be thankful that Logan Paul stepped in here, whipped and left, because otherwise I kind of have a feeling he'd be doing some couch surfing, going around and eating some pizza out of the dumpsters, rolling off the Collecticon bus underneath the little storage area and being like, well, time to get a meal today. He just gives me that level of I need money, basically by offering his signature stuff instead of like just giving it away. Be like,
So what I want to know is, who made you the gatekeeper of all things appropriate in Pokemon? Who made you the legislator of what defines legal tender within any hobby for that matter, especially when it is a trade and not somebody buying something, okay? And, your fanboys can come at me about this, but, sometimes you need to be called out. And I think that this video really didn't need to be made. I think, Opossum, if you're honest with yourself, I think this was just something made because you had to fill a gap, and you could have done better. And I think you can do better. I like your content, bro. I really, really like you. I like what you do. A lot of the stuff, I watch Rattle, I watch a bunch of other people on YouTube, a lot of big Pokemon content creators, and I enjoy going through everything that you guys put out, especially when you're calling out people that are genuinely bad for the hobby. In that situation, you always have my respect. But you can't come in and absolutely... There's 4 helicopters flying by. I think it's the army helicopters. Yeah, you can't come in and absolutely trash the guy for trying to do a trade. And in fact, you know what? This might sound really weird to you, but I rate Jason Paige for doing what he's done. He's been able to, on the back of one song that he's done for Pokemon, been able to build himself some kind of credibility in the sense that, yes, okay, he is a little bit cringe. I'm not going to deny that, okay? We can all be a little bit cringe. As you've seen in the intro of this video, you can be quite cringe and you've admitted to being cringe yourself. But I rate him because he's hustled. He's literally come in, taken a card which has a signature on it. You've done the math. You've checked the sold listings on eBay, and you can see that there is obviously some value assigned to these cards. Okay, now you might not see the value in that, but that doesn't mean that somebody else might not. Okay, so this is literally all I wanted to say. You guys can come at me, but this Batman style vigilante videos, which are nothing videos really. This one, the Opossum didn't need to make this video at all. At the end of the day, it was it was what was seen as a fair trade between the vendor and Jason Paige. The vendor is a grown-ass man. He could have said, nope, I don't want this trade, and just told Jason Paige how it was. But he didn't do that. And what you're doing, actually, Opossum, I'll come back to the point, is you're undermining his ability to do his own business and run his own business. And you're not the person that should be telling people what is legal tender or what counts as a valid swap or a valid trade. That's open to each individual within that trade. Anyway, guys, Opossum, I hope you don't take offense to this, bro. I do like you. I like your content. I've been subbed to you for a while. And, I hope you continue doing good videos. Guys, if you did like this content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe bell notification. In fact, slap that like button, headbutt the bell notification, and fly kick the subscribe button. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.